Bayawan, the 10th largest city by land area in the Philippines, formerly known as Tolong, is a coastal component city in the province of Negros Oriental. The city has a land area of 699.08 square kilometers or 269.92 square miles, which constitutes 12.90% of Negros Oriental's total area. Its population, as determined by the 2020 census, was 122,747. This represented 8.57% of the total population of Negros Oriental Province or 1.52% of the overall population of the Central Visayas region. These figures compute the population density at 176 inhabitants per square kilometer or 455 inhabitants per square mile. Bayawan has 28 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Bayawan for the fiscal year of 2016 was 798,033,459.85 pesos. Tabuk is the 9th largest city by land area in the Philippines. Tabuk is a component city in the landlocked province of Kalinga. It serves as the provincial capital. The city has a land area of 700.25 square kilometers or 270.37 square miles, which constitutes 21.34% of Kalinga's total area. Its population as determined by the 2020 census was 121,033. This represented 52.72% of the total population of Kalinga province, or 6.73% of the overall population of the Cordillera Administrative Region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 173 inhabitants per square kilometer or 448 inhabitants per square mile. Tabuk has 43 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Tabuk for the fiscal year of 2016 was 778,971,527.59 pesos. Iligan is the 8th largest city by land area in the Philippines. Iligan is a coastal highly urbanized city in the northern Mindanao region. Although administratively independent due to its distinction as highly urbanized city, Iligan is commonly grouped with the province of Lanao del Norte. The city has a land area of 813.37 square kilometers or 314.04 square miles. Its population as determined by the 2020 census was 363,115. This represented 7.23% of the total population of the northern Mindanao region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 446 inhabitants per square kilometer or 1,156 inhabitants per square mile. Ilagan has 44 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Ilagan for the fiscal year of 2016 was 1,632,080,794.29 pesos. Butuan is the 7th largest city by land area in the Philippines. Butuan is a coastal highly urbanized city in the Caraga region. Although administratively independent due to its distinction as highly urbanized city, Butuan is commonly grouped with the province of Agusan del Norte. The city also serves as the regional center of Caraga. The city has a land area of 816.62 square kilometers or 315.30 square miles. Its population as determined by the 2020 census was 372,910. This represented 13.30% of the total population of the Caraga region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 457 inhabitants per square kilometer or 1,183 inhabitants per square mile. Butuan has 86 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Butuan for the fiscal year of 2016 was 1,537,341,402.56 pesos. Calbayog, the 6th largest city by land area in the Philippines. Calbayog is a coastal component city in the province of Samar. The city has a land area of 880.74 square kilometers or 340.06 square miles, which constitutes 14.56% of Samar's total area. Its population as determined by the 2020 census was 186,960. This represented 23.57% of the total population of Samar province, or 4.11% of the overall population of the eastern Visayas region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 212 inhabitants per square kilometer or 550 inhabitants per square mile. Calbayog has 157 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Calbayog for the fiscal year of 2016 was 1,024,080,886.53 pesos. Malaybalay, the 5th largest city by land area in the Philippines. Malaybalay is a component city in the landlocked province of Bukidnon. It serves as the provincial capital. The city has a land area of 969.19 square kilometers or 374.21 square miles, which constitutes 9.23% of Bukidnon's total area. Its population as determined by the 2020 census was 190,712. This represented 12.37% of the total population of Bukidnon province, or 3.80% of the overall population of the northern Mindanao region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 197 inhabitants per square kilometer or 510 inhabitants per square mile. Malaybalay has 46 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Malaybalay for the fiscal year of 2016 was 1,074,413,657.04 pesos. Ilagan is the fourth largest city by land area in the Philippines. Ilagan is a coastal component city in the province of Isabela. It serves as the provincial capital. The city has a land area of 1,166.26 square kilometers or 450.30 square miles, which constitutes 8.90% of Isabela's total area. Its population as determined by the 2020 census was 158,218. This represented 9.32% of the total population of Isabela province, or 4.29% of the overall population of the Cagayan Valley region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 136 inhabitants per square kilometer or 351 inhabitants per square mile. Ilagan has 91 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Ilagan for the fiscal year of 2016 was 1,220,169,017.17 pesos. Zamboanga City is the third largest city by land area in the Philippines. Zamboanga City is a coastal highly urbanized city in the Zamboanga Peninsula region. Although administratively independent due to its distinction as highly urbanized city, Zamboanga City is commonly grouped with the province of Zamboanga del Sur. The city has a land area of 1,414.70 square kilometers or 546.22 square miles. Its population as determined by the 2020 census was 977,234. This represented 25.22% of the total population of the Zamboanga Peninsula region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 691 inhabitants per square kilometer or 1,789 inhabitants per square mile. Zamboanga City has 98 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Zamboanga City for the fiscal year of 2016 was 2,753,114,473.93 pesos. Puerto Princesa is the second largest city by land area in the Philippines. Puerto Princesa is a coastal highly urbanized city in the Mimaropa region. Although administratively independent due to its distinction as highly urbanized city, Puerto Princesa is commonly grouped with the island province of Palawan. The highly urbanized city also serves as the provincial capital. The city has a land area of 2,381.02 square kilometers or 919.32 square miles. Its population as determined by the 2020 census was 307,079. This represented 9.51% of the total population of the Mimaropa region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 129 inhabitants per square kilometer or 334 inhabitants per square mile. Puerto Princesa has 66 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Puerto Princesa for the fiscal year of 2016 was 2,379,982,208.42 pesos. Davao City is the largest city by land area in the Philippines. Davao City is a coastal highly urbanized city in the Davao region. Although administratively independent due to its distinction as highly urbanized city, Davao City is commonly grouped with the province of Davao del Sur. The city also serves as the regional center of the Davao region. The city has a land area of 2,443.61 square kilometers or 943.48 square miles. Its population as determined by the 2020 census was 1,776,949. This represented 33.89% of the total population of the Davao region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 727 inhabitants per square kilometer or 1,883 inhabitants per square mile. Davao City has 182 barangays. The annual regular revenue of Davao City for the fiscal year of 2016 was 6,283,803,912.64 pesos. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show your support by subscribing, sharing, leaving a comment, and giving it a thumbs up. Your engagement means a lot to me and it helps the channel grow. Stay tuned for more exciting content and I'll see you in the next video.